Hello my friends, it's Caddy. I'm sharing my 47th process video titled Bowling. I'm going to begin today by creating my own background for this layout. I'm beginning with some mists and I'm just spraying them on my mat. First one is a Lindy Stamp Gang Flat Fabio called C'est la Vie Chérie. Second one is a Lindy Stamp Gang Flat Fabio as well. It's called Chateau Rose. It's a pretty pink color. Then the next one is Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst, and that's a bit of bubbly. Then this one is Lindy Stamp Gang Cosmopolitan Pink. That's also a Starburst spray, which means they have the shine to them. The Flat Fabios don't have shine to them. Then this is another Lindy Stamp Gang Flat Fabio, and that is Merci Beaucoup Mint. Then I used another one, Bonjour Butter, which is also Flat Fabio. That green is the Heidi Swap Citron Color Shine. Then the blue was a Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst Blue Hawaiian Blue. Then I use Heidi Swap Color Shine in teal. Now I use Heidi Swap Color Shine Amethyst. And then I'm going to use Heidi Swap Color Shine Mustard. And then the last one is the Heidi Swap Color Shine in Cherry. So just a bunch of colors, a bunch of different colors. And then I'm just taking a piece of white cardstock. This is just a Recollections cardstock. And I'm just pressing it on there like you see, just to grab that color. And I did flip it over and just press it down again just to kind of get a mix of those colors. And then I'm doing it again. Same thing, I'm just going with the same colors again, just to kind of re-ink the page, I guess. So just spraying all the colors, and this is really a fun, it was fun to do. I mean, just mixing up all the colors, and it was just a lot of fun. So there you go, that's what it looks like. And it just looks like a big mess of colors, but I really liked how it turned out in the end. And then I'm taking some of this, this is a cheesecloth, which I bought at Publix, and I just placed it over the background, and basically I'm just going to spray over it, and that's just to kind of give the cheesecloth some color, and you know, and just to get some splatters in the background of color. And so it was just to add some more texture to that background, and I really loved how that turned out. And then the cheesecloth, I'm gonna adhere it down to the actual page by using some Mod Podge. So you're gonna see me grab some Mod Podge, and I'm just kind of straining it out now. So I grabbed some Mod Podge with a little brush, and I just adhere it down, and it goes down very easily, and it dries very easily. So that was fun. The one thing I do in the end, which I don't record, which you guys will notice in the still shots, the bottom, that bottom purple bubble or circle, whatever, it was standing out a bit too much. So in the end, I just put a little bit of gesso over that, just over that bottom circle. So that's the only thing you're not going to see me do on camera, which I will do way at the end after I've stopped recording. So now I'm going through this Heidi Swap, the Hello Today paper pad, and I just pulled out this yellow. This is a yellow with a small white polka dot, and I'm just going to use that paper to mat around the whole photo. So I wanted to bring in that yellow to mat around the whole thing. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just gutting the whole middle of it so I don't waste that piece of paper. And then I'm just trimming around my actual layout so that I could leave, you know, the space around the layout to add my border to it. So I'm just going to trim off a bit from all four sides. And I think I go back and I trim a little bit more off of some of the sides. So just taking off what I need just so that I have that little small border at the edge, so I can place my yellow paper. And so there you go. So I'm happy with that. So actually I'm not. I cut a piece off again. So yeah, I'm just trying to get it to kind of the way that I want it. So yeah, there, now I'm happy. So I'm just using my ATG gun to adhere that down, and just pressing it down firmly so I can try to straighten out that page, because I didn't put any gesso or anything over the page, so it did warp a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. I was surprised it wasn't that bad, because That was a lot of paint that went on there, a lot of mists. So I'm taking 2 stencils. The first one that I'm taking is the Tim Holtz Dot Fade stencil. You guys have seen me use this before. I love this stencil. And I'm just taking some modeling paste, and I'm just going over the top left and the bottom right, just to add some texture on the edges. And then in the center, which I thought this would be like a photo frame for my photo, in the end you can barely see it. This is a Crafter's Workshop stencil, and it's just the squares, and it's all different types of squares and triangles. So that's kind of, you know, just, I thought it would be like a sort of a layer, or, you know, a mat for my photo. But again, in the end it doesn't show up all that much, but that was the idea behind it. So I printed my photo. I printed it at home. I print most of my photos at home unless I have a big batch of photos. This is a picture of my 2 boys. This was back in 2011, and this was just a day that we went bowling, and they're just sitting there in the bowling alley, and they're just making funny faces, and they look really cute. So I wanted to scrap this photo, and I have one of them and me, all 3 of us that day, but it was kind of blurry. Back then I didn't have a great phone, so the picture quality wasn't great. So this was the best one of all the ones that I had. So yeah, so I used that one. And so I'm using that same yellow paper that I used in my background to mat the photo. So that's going to be my first mat around the photo. Then I'm using this teal paper to mat the photo again. So that's going to be my second mat. And I'm just trimming around that. And you see, I kind of thought that was my idea, to have that sort of frame with the modeling paste behind the picture, and that would have been really cute. But I decided to go another route. So I'm just pulling embellishments and things, and trying to see, you know, I'm going to start to try to see what I can use on this layout. So I'm just pulling some stuff from Heidi Swapp, some Mombi chips, which I love. It brings a bunch of fun little embellishments. So I pick the Mombi chips, and I'm just picking a few things from there. I picked that camera, and then these Mombi chips, I pick some chipboard pieces. These are all chipboard pieces, so I picked that one that says "so great," another one that says "love this," and the best, and then that heart, which is a green and gold heart, which I'm going to place on top. And then I'm going through the Heidi Swapp ephemera pack. I believe that's a Hello Today ephemera pack, and I pull that tag which says "you are here," and just a few bits and pieces that I'm pulling from there. I pull that other, and these are vellum tags. I pull that one, and then I pull that other yellow one as well. So I'm going to use those two, and then I also use that sort of honeycomb pattern. I'm going to use that as well. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want things to be layered, and how I want things to look. I go ahead and punch out a yellow, that yellow paper, the one that I use in the whole background. I punched out a scallop circle, and I put my camera over it, just to add a little bit of dimension to that little embellishment. And now I'm just layering these embellishments. I cut off the bottom of that tag that says "you are here," because there was a whole bottom portion which I wasn't going to use, and then I'm just kind of making a little cluster with my embellishments and everything. So, and again, just trying to figure out kind of where I want everything to go. So I'm liking this. I'm really liking this layout that I've created. I punched a little hole in that tag because I didn't have one, so I punched a little hole up there, and I like everything, so I'm adhering it down, although later I do decide to mat the whole thing on dark gray cardstock, because it just wasn't standing out enough for me. You know, when I looked at it and I had it in front of me, it wasn't standing out. It was just kind of like the you know, the whole thing just kind of blended in, because that's a very busy background. I took that little frame from the Mombi chips and I cut it in half, so I'm going to place one on each side, and that will stay just like that. And then I'm taking some white and black twine, and I'm going to wrap it around those two little tags, that one and the yellow one on the bottom. just trimming off the edges on that. And there I go with that. Some Heidi Swap. These are little glitter word stickers, and that one says Insta Love or Insta Heart. So I knew I wanted to use that one, and I will move it later. I think I move it down a bit. Yeah, I think I move it down a bit later. You'll see that later on. And again, I'm just trying to figure out what else I want to add. It's such a busy background that it's kind of hard to add things to it, because you don't want to make it, you know, too busy. So you know, or busier than it is. So I pulled these Heidi Swap little alphas, and they're just glitter stickers, and I'm going to use that to put my title on there, and it's going to be bowling. And then I'm also going to use those because that little tag on the bottom, it has a little area that says date, so I'm going to actually place my date in there with those little letters, and that fit perfectly. It was 9/18/11, so September 18, 2011. And you'll see me do that in just a minute. And I went off to do something. I have no idea what I went off to do. No idea. Sorry about that. I'm often, when I'm recording a video, or you know, when I'm actually doing a layout, I'm trying to multitask at the same time. So I'm, you know, either doing something with my boys, or I'm, you know, editing a video, or checking, you know, the Facebook groups to see if anybody's posted anything or something. I'm always doing something, or I'm watching a YouTube video. So, you know, I'm never just scrapbooking. It's very rare that I actually just scrapbook, because I'm always doing something else. So so yeah, so now I'm taking some Heidi Swap Color Shine in Gold, and I'm going to go ahead and just do some sprinkles on the top and on the bottom. Top left, bottom right. And yeah, so now I decided I wanted to move that down, so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm moving that Insta Love down, and you can see I already matted it on the dark gray, the whole thing. I guess I didn't record that, but it's already matted on that dark gray cardstock. So just to make it pop a little bit more, and I added some of my homemade enamel dots in 4 different colors, in over the 4 different coordinating colors on the layout. So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. Be sure to subscribe, please, if you enjoy my videos, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. I really enjoy reading them. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video, and I hope you guys have a great day, and see you soon. Bye-bye.